I think we want people. I think we genuinely want to see people. Not just the fact that it's an imperfect human element that make it stand out. Like, I think it's a little bit silly. People are like, oh, let's typos and let's celebrate all of the flawed writing that on Substack or whatever these blogging platforms are, because these are indications that it's made by a real person. And I'm like, no, that's you're just dropping the sense of seeking excellence. I'm not going to celebrate mediocrity just because it's human. I do want to keep finding a way to celebrate human, authentic human excellence. That might be augmented or empowered by the right kinds of tools that are going to help that. Yeah, so there we go. Deepfakes are getting better. Everything that made creators matter, the ability to be real, to connect, to have a voice that couldn't be faked, is now suddenly accessible to anyone with the right tools. That is true. But the problem is, just because you've got the tools doesn't mean you have the vision or the ability to execute or to actually connect with human beings. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Have to see. And even if we, I don't, I take that back. No, we don't have to see. We will see what will happen because it's going to be like a freak show. What's the new weird thing that is possible? But hey, it's like Jurassic Park. What does Malcolm say? We thought so long about whether we could, never stopped to think about whether we should. And I think there's always going to be people who will be first at the table to be doing whatever they can to strip mine attention and and access and microtransactions, and then they're going to be pushed out because they're peeing in the pool for the rest of us. And I don't think we want that, and I don't think bigger algorithms want that. The algorithms of the actual platforms like Amazon and Meta and so on. Because if people stop showing up because it's just basically bots talking to bots, dead internet theory. I don't think you make sales on a dead internet theory. I don't think you build anything viable or helpful. I mean, if it just becomes it's like this, it's so dumb for me. Sometimes I'll play a computer game, Counter Strike, and I get onto a level, and I see all the bots standing in corners, not doing anything, nothing. They're not even shooting each other or playing a game. They're just standing around trying to cash in on loot, and then they vote me off instantly. And I'm like, what? This whole thing was created to serve me and my experience of being able to play a game. This is stupid. Obviously, the game developers have to take it, find a careful way to not alienate their base and whatever. But at the same time, it's like, come on, some of this is just dumb. So this whole, dead internet theory, it's just simply bots talking to bots. Like I remember they were talking about laying down the transatlantic, international cables around the world. Well, more than transatlantic. The ones that run under the oceans and stuff to connect, these major places of the world together. And they were like, yeah, was it 50%, 60% of everything is just bots talking to bots, automated bots talking to each other, not even people. And I can understand as you have a lot more automated things happening and double checking and verifying, and all of that makes sense. But when you get chat rooms that are bots talking to bots, or when you get bot armies showing up under videos paid for by other people, and people just stop showing up because they don't trust the experience, they don't trust the environment, I don't see a system surviving. You need a radical change. You need aggressive things to sort of pull it back and try to fix it. That's my sense of what's kind of been going on with X. They're trying to identify people and kick all the bots. Some of them, most of them, a bunch of them. Same thing with Spotify. We talked about this in the last news thing that I shared, where Spotify has a real bot problem. Again, these factory shipped. Some of it is slop, and some of it is just cool stuff that is created. But the problem is that microtransactions or whatever, or payments or royalties are being sent to bots, and there's no way humans can ever outperform or compete with a robot. It's the whole John Henry versus the steam machine trying to beat through a mountain. At a point, you sort of step back and go, what do you win by smashing a hole through a mountain and trying to win against a machine that is engineered to outperform you at a task that is destructive to the human person? Go and do other things that are better for humans to do than beating holes in a mountain with a hammer. But when it comes to things like creativity, I don't like, and I'm with everybody who's mad at the slop that is strip mining access to the human family. So I like the idea, and it makes sense to me so far, of having verified human IDs for things. Um, for like Spotify, if you want to get money, like yeah, like in my case, I might be playing around with AI music. Um, I don't expect or want to make any money off of it, so I could opt out from doing that because I'm just doing it for maybe some fun or because it's cool. But I genuinely want real artists to get paid for it. If you're an author, like in our community, actually write your own stuff because you've then earned an opportunity to make income off of that and royalties and stuff because you actually did the work and you put it in. So anyhow, I like this here. We like to talk about AI slop, but there is a lot of amazing AI content. We're going to start seeing more and more realistic. And again, I want to draw the caveat. Uh, amazing doesn't just mean, or amazing AI content doesn't just mean there's more and more of it that is better, that bridges the uncanny valley, and it's just more inventive. It's like, no, um, more creators are creating and using AI to help with their creativity. And that is different because there are a bunch of people who are not creative, who are maybe agenda driven, merely profit driven, and who are shipping whatever AI creates without any editing or without any tweaking or creative vision or intention. That's why, again, creators are the best people to learn to use AI because you will understand how to use a tool and not get lost in it because you have a vision, you have a goal or a purpose. So there you go. The bar is going to shift from can you create to can you make something that only you could create. I think that is absolutely fascinating. And again, this is what AI allows more people to have access to be able to do. To be able to learn at their own pace, to quickly adapt at a pace that works unique to them. Um, Again, authenticity is fast becoming a scarce resource. The creators who succeed will be those who figure out how to maintain their authenticity even when it can be simulated. This is such a cool and interesting conversation. A lot of personal content on Instagram now is unpolished. It's blurry photos and shaky videos. Like again, it's well, there you go. Look at that. Flattering imagery is cheap to produce and boring to consume. So we do want stuff that feels real, but I don't. There's a point at which there's like a pendulum swing. Everyone goes like, everything is so overproduced. Now we want, show us the zit marks and the bad hair and the bad lighting, and you're like just crashed on your bed. And it's like it's real. And it's well, there's a point at which everybody sort of tries to cash in on that, and they fabricate. They fabricate that, and then you're like, I don't know. There's a point at which I don't like mediocrity. Um, And then I don't like monoculture mediocrity and then trying to cash in on it because then it's like professional mediocrity. And at this point, it's like it's such a weird head trip. It's like, okay, let's just focus on excellence. How do you focus on excellence? And this is the other thing for a lot of us. Sometimes you don't have to be better than everybody else. You just have to outlast them because whoever's trend chasing probably won't last. But if you're a genuine human being, you're genuine. You're going to keep showing up. You'll be predictable. You'll be reliable. And with everything that keeps going crazy, I think reliability is a more valuable thing than, constant cultural relevance. Be relevant in the sense of resonant and that you know what's going on, you can speak to it and you're engaged in it, but don't lose you. Don't lose don't lose who you are. So there you go. Imperfection can become a signal. That it can be true. Rawness isn't just aesthetic preference, it's proof, it's defensive. I don't know. This could be a thing, this could be just a personality thing, and I just might not be the right person for it, and other people will absolutely love it. Um, she's interesting. She says, yeah, she challenges on it too. Oh, well. I think this is exactly what I'm trying to say. In a world of infinite abundance and infinite doubt, the creators who can maintain trust and signal authenticity by being real, transparent, and consistent will stand out.